Okay, guys, so today we're gonna draw something fun. I call this file heads on spikes. So you can kind of imagine what's gonna be. Um, so right now what I'm doing is I'm just setting the initial the one layer which I'm gonna work on, and the color is really like grayish. So it's not really mm, very interesting, but you just need to have some kind of like texture or base to work from. So right now I'm just making like some silhouette of the environment. You don't need to think too much about it. So these are like I'll just work by the way just in black and white. So the things that I'm gonna draw from now on, they'll be a little more like intense in color, so they'll be a little darker. And what I learned is that the best to make, for example, to make contrast is very 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 important. So let's do like this. We can do it in different ways. We can just draw, like that by hand, or we can make the brush a little bigger. Then press L. Is like the how's it called, the lasso tool. And here I'm just gonna make something like this, right? So this is like the first spike. You don't need to waste too much time on it, so you can draw one like that, so outside of the realm. Then you can make it a little sharper at the end, right? And then you can switch back to the main brush. Then you can do like various sizes, because at the end, you know what you're gonna do. You're gonna draw heads on them, so you'll overlay a lot of stuff. But it's just good to find some balance, oops, sorry, I did two times. Right, so this is just setting up the scene. All right, so let's say that I'm happy with 4 spikes. That's amazing. Okay, so right now what we can do is draw on top, create a new layer, Control Shift N. So right now I'm gonna draw heads on each of the spikes. So we have the spikes here. So this is some kind of okay, let's see if I choose the correct color. Right, so B for brush, and then let's do a small test. Okay, so I'll just have this like brush and try to create like the some of them, they're like they can be like skeleton, and some can be just the silhouette of, so you just draw the head, yeah, and somehow a little underneath. So we'll just have the eyes, but in this case, because I assume that these eyes will be a little shocked from the terror of being sticked on a spike. So what I will do is I will copy the background and try to remove the spike itself, so it will be kind of like that. And now what I'm gonna do is take one of the colors from inside of the lines of the head and try to fill it, but very low. So basically I'm not even releasing the brush. I'm not doing brush stroke, I'm just doing a long brush stroke. So the point of this is that it will be uniform, and as you can see, it's not really what I want, but I'm trying. And the second one will just be like that. Oops, so the eyes like this. and this one will be like bigger. I'm just putting the shape, right? You don't need to worry about it. It's not like you know, human head. It's good enough, right? So then it's very good to look from distance, and you'll see kind of how it will look like the final image. And now, because I saw some issues, for example, I'll make some lines like this, and then I will choose the darker color, like the one from the spike, and go kind of on like that. You don't need to think too much about it, but overall, it's good to just frame it somehow. You know, it's good to frame it, and some ways to frame it is by making this virtual like sides of the canvas. That's okay, I suppose. And so right now, what I can do is go to each spike. So I'll just get over with the spikes. So what I'm gonna do is make some lines like just like that, to give it like some texture on top, because right now they just look very artificial. They're very straight, and I don't really want that. But I also don't want them to be like wobbly. They need to show strength, you know, that head is on the spike because the spike is very strong, and it can handle, you know, things stacked on it. So again, you just look backwards, like from kind of from above. It looks okay right now. So when you make it small like that, the trick is you to look at it overall, and what is very light and what is very dark. For example, I see the dark sides are here on the left side and on the middle, and then the heads are too bright, right? So what I have to do is right now take a shade of gray, and go kind of like the contour of the head. But right now I'm not doing the contour of the head. I'm doing more than that. I'm doing the shading in the same time. It will make sense a little later, but so I'm just doing the overall shading. It doesn't need to follow any anatomical principles or anything. Just bear with me and it will make sense. Okay, just put a little, and see if you go back, you'll see that there is kind of dimension on those heads, and what you can do is put a little the third color. So usually to shade something you need like 3 colors, like darker, the whiter, and something in between. So we have something in between. We have actually more. We'll put more in time. And now you can set up, for example, the darker colors can be the place where the eyes will be. And always think about it in black and white, and think about it how it looks, how good it looks when it's small. So for example, I noticed that in the bottom part is a little gray. So I don't know exactly what that is, right? So but I can make some texture, you know. I can make some like it would seem like the ground or something like that. And in the background is very faded. This can be a mountain, can be a hill, can be whatever really. So what I can do is make this spike. So I'll just pick the color. Maybe I'll pick the color from the darker one and try to make the spike like that. So it's like like a tree or of some sorts. And again, go back and see if it makes sense from the distance, because some people can watch this image, you know, on a phone somewhere, and it's you know, it needs to look good in any dimension. So okay, so let's go back to the heads. So now, because we have the heads already, we can go inside and see what we can do about it. I'll just take a quick drink and I'll be back. In fact, I can speak at the same time. So the reason why I'm making this black and white is that if the values, if the image looks good in black and white, then it will automatically look good in colors, unless you really screw this up. Okay, all right. So let's get to business with the heads. Now, the direction I think is pretty clear. So now the next thing you have to do is make the heads look human, because now they can just be potatoes, whatever. So one thing to do is to make the darks. So I'll just make it very dark, so they'll be very, very kind of scary. So I'll just make the eyes sockets. So one I'll make as a skeleton, yeah. One I'll make like as a human kind of decomposing, and one I'll see what I can do about that. But so one, it will be like skeleton, and the skeletons are just a human head, but with the lower the jaw, it will not really fit properly. So I'll just make it like that, right? So just don't worry about it. So this would be one skeleton, and the second one I just wanted to make it, maybe this would be the nose, and this would be the head, and the eye sockets, like something like that. This is a really kind of tricky pose, because you have the back of the head and you have the jaw, and which goes like that, and then you have the head, the back, and the neck, because I assume that they weren't cutting their heads with some specific like instrument. Just having chopping their heads off in war or whatever. You just have to imagine this for yourself. And what's interesting, you can make from this is, let's say, the decomposing head. I haven't seen, honestly, a real decomposing head, but like I can assume that this is how it will look like. And again, just go back and forth. And now this one. So this is a little tricky, because I just want to make it like a human, obviously human, but like kind of fresh. Does it make sense? So I want him to have like hair. So it will have like hair and the ear here. Maybe I'll make him with an open mouth. So it will be. I'm not really good at these horror things, but I like drawing heads. So okay. So I'll just go like that, and this guy is a little darker here, maybe around the ear. This guy is already for him skeleton. Maybe the eyes will make it like that, and the jaw. All right. So this one, again, I can see that it looks all these guys, they're in different direction. Two on the left side, and I want to make maybe one like on the so I'll just make her, because it's a her. Wow, usually I'm doing this kind of things, like beautiful women or something. But I never imagined that I'll make heads on spikes. But I just, it's good for a person which wants to evolve. I think to do things that you're not really comfortable with. And right now I'm not really comfortable making this poor woman's head on a spike, but I know that if I want to be better, if I want to evolve, you know, as an artist, I really don't like the word artist, because it feels that it's too, you know, it's something that is not. And I like drawing, you know, that made me an artist. I don't know. But I just want to make interesting things for people to see, and that's my goal here. So I'll just make her hair like that, and maybe, you know, her dead eyes like this, and this guy just fucking hell, this guy is like looking at straight, and this guy will not look at anything, but I'll make him some kind of underneath. So what I can do for her, for example, I can make her like scream, and it's a little like that, you know. Okay, so let's see how it looks like from far away. Wow, this looks crazy insane. All right, so this is it for this video. Okay, no, sorry. I'll make it better. What I will do is I will do a little so I'll merge these two layers. 1, 2. I'll merge them. Merge layers. All right, I'll save it, and then I will go to this usually like plugin or whatever it is, and I will try to make this look better. So I'll bring it here. I have like in a second monitor because it's like a little bigger than my Wacom, and what I want to do is, hold on. Oh shit, it doesn't work. Bear with me, but you will see the difference. So what I'll do is I'll make it a little darker. Then I'll do the film grain. The film grain makes the so I'll show you what I mean soon. The film grain maybe on the dark side, or maybe middle shadows. Jesus, I don't know. All right, so film grain I have. Then I'll do the framing. I'm just explaining because then I'm gonna show you. It's just I can't make full screen in this bloody thing, so I'll just select the frame and size. Oh shit. All right, so like that. And the grudge, I don't know what that means. Oh, I'll just let it like that. Then pro contrast. Nah. Okay, I'll just let it like this. So right now I just add a filter to make it like look better a bit. So I'll just save it. And what I'll do now, I'll just remove the old version, the layer 2, from which the Nick 6 color effects is based on. And then I will try something, okay? Just bear with me. I'm not sure if it will work, but I will do a layer. It's called soft light. Yeah. So then I'll just go to gradient, and I'll try just for fun. Maybe I'll, you know, not do anything. I'll see what if there is a gradient that makes all these things look better. Yeah, majority of them, they're very, oh, I think I saw one. Maybe this, I don't know. I feel that I might have to, black and white is, I think, is better. It's like scarier. Shit. I know, I don't want this to look very white. This purple, Jesus. I don't know. Does that look better? It's a little risky because there are so many nice. Okay, I will do this. I will enable it, disable it. Which one is better? This black and white and this colorful. I think I will stick with the colorful. and I'll save it. And that's it basically. I will continue from here. I think for now this is good. You know, it's something I'm not really comfortable with because it's, you know, head on spikes, but I think it's good to test, you know, to test things. And this is one of them, and I'm really happy to make the video for you, and I hope you enjoyed it. And please let me say if you want some particular topic, or because I'm honestly open to anything. I can draw anything, and or at least I can try to draw anything, and see. It's a challenge for me, and it's exciting. So thank you for watching, and see you next time.